Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your daily English dose.
The channel where we help you boost your English by looking at real-world events.
And today, we're diving into something, well, pretty wild. The sudden collapse of U.S.-Canada trade talks back in October 2025.
That's right. It involves Donald Trump, a rather controversial ad featuring Ronald Reagan.
And a sandwich. I saw that in the notes. A sandwich.
Believe it or not, yes. A meatloaf sandwich, specifically. It's become a sort of case study in what some people are calling personalized diplomacy.
Okay, personalized diplomacy. Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, and our goal today isn't just to understand this bizarre story, but really to pull out some useful English vocabulary and phrases for you, especially if you're an intermediate learner.
Great. So, understanding global drama and improving English. Let's get into it. Where does the chaos begin?
Well, let's set the scene. It's late October 2025. Trade talks between the U.S. and Canada. They seemed okay.
Okay, like actually progressing.
Yeah, sources close to the talks, even the Canadian Trade Minister's spokesperson, said things were constructive, moving smoothly. That was Wednesday.
Okay, so what happened?
Then, bam, late Thursday night, October 23rd. Everything just detonates. President Trump posts on Truth Social, his platform.
Right.
And it's in all caps. Quote, based on their egregious behavior, all trade negotiations with Canada are hereby terminated.
Wow, all caps. Just like that, no warning.
The Canadian government apparently got official notice, moments before the post went live.
That's not normal, is it, for huge international talks?
Not even close. Usually there are formal statements, diplomatic notes, channels. This just bypassed everything. It was a digital declaration, completely personalized.
And that word Trump used, egregious, that's a strong word.
It really is. For everyone listening, egregious, E-G-R-E-G-I-O-U-S, means outstandingly bad.
Yeah.
Shockingly bad. It's quite formal, but very impactful.
So not just a mistake, but something terrible.
Exactly. You might say his comment was an egregious error, meaning it was a really, really bad mistake. Using it here suggests extreme displeasure.
It definitely paints a picture of how quickly things went south. One post, and a multi-billion-dollar relationship is on ice.
Precisely. Which leads to the question, what was this egregious behavior?
Right, was it some major trade violation? Did Canada break a rule?
No. It was an advertisement.
An ad? Seriously, like a TV commercial?
Pretty much. The Canadian government had this campaign, Why Canada, trying to attract U.S. investment, promoting stability, predictability.
Okay, seems standard enough.
But this particular ad featured a clip, a quote from former U.S. President Ronald Reagan.
Reagan. Okay, where is this going?
The quote was from a 1988 speech where Reagan praised Canada, praised the U.S.-Canada relationship, and specifically warned against protectionism and tariffs.
Ah, I think I see the problem.
You got it. Trump's whole platform, America First, often leans heavily into protectionism, tariffs, using Reagan, a Republican icon, seemingly arguing against that approach.
Trump would have seen that as a direct hit.
Sources said he saw it as a troll, a smackdown. Like Canada was using Reagan to implicitly criticize his policies. He apparently found it deeply offensive, a personal jab.
Okay, but hold on. Was the ad really meant to be that aggressive? Or was it just innocuous promotion that backfired?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Innocuous, I-N-O-C-U-O-U-S, means harmless, not likely to offend.
Like an innocuous comment is just a casual remark.
Exactly. And on the surface, maybe the ad was just promoting Canada. But using that specific Reagan quote about tariffs, given the context of Trump's policies, it feels less than innocuous, maybe deliberately pointed.
Walking a very fine line then. And it seems they tripped.
Spectacularly. And then it got even messier. The Reagan Foundation actually weighed in.
Really? What did they say?
They accused Canada of using selective audio and video. They pointed out that in the same speech, Reagan had actually justified some tariffs against Japan at the time.
Wow, so both sides kind of weaponizing history for their own narrative?
Pretty much. It became a battle over Reagan's legacy, used in a current trade dispute.
What an incredible turn of events. Things going from smooth to a full-blown crisis over an ad clip.
It really was a sudden turn of events. That phrase, turn of events, is perfect for describing just a big, unexpected change in a situation. Like, the friendly meeting took a sharp turn of events after his comment.
It definitely applies here. So Canada is now facing this huge diplomatic freeze. triggered by a perceived personal insult. They must have been in a bind.
Completely in a bind. Yeah, that's a great idiom. To be in a bind means you're stuck in a really difficult, awkward situation with no easy way out.
Like losing your keys when you're late for a meeting, you're in a bind.
Exactly. Canada's problem wasn't really about trade policy anymore. It was about smoothing over this personal offense taken by the U.S. president. How do you even do that?
So what did they do? Send formal apology?
Something much less conventional. Prime Minister Mark Carney apparently decided on extreme personalized diplomacy. Just 48 hours after the termination announcement, he gets on a plane, unannounced, urgent flight.
To Washington?
No, to Mar-a-Lago, Trump's private estate in Florida.
Oh, okay, that's direct. Skipping all the official channels again.
Completely. And it's what he brought with him that made this whole thing go viral.
This is the sandwich part, isn't it?
This is the sandwich part. He brought 2 freshly made meatloaf sandwiches. Apparently, meatloaf is a known favorite of Trump's.
Meatloaf sandwiches. To the president's private club. To restart trade talks. This whole thing feels completely surreal.
Surreal is the perfect word. S-U-R-R-E-A-L. It means strange, bizarre, like something out of a dream. But the whole situation was just weird.
I mean, bringing sandwiches, wasn't that seen as, I don't know, kind of humiliating, maybe even cringeworthy?
Oh, definitely. The media had a field day. Lots of commentators called it subservient, embarrassing, cringeworthy. C-R-I-N-G-E-W-O-R-T-H-Y is a fantastic word for that feeling you get when you see something super awkward or embarrassing happening to someone else.
Like watching someone give a really bad speech, you feel embarrassed for them? That's cringeworthy.
Exactly. So, yes, it looked cringeworthy to many.
Yeah.
But was it maybe a calculated move?
How so?
Think about it. The problem was personal ego, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the only way to fix it was a personal, human-level gesture. Something unexpected, disarming. A prop, almost, to change the mood, the vibe, bypassing all the official anger.
So less about policy, more about managing the personality, the vibe.
That seems to have been the strategy behind what got dubbed Trump sandwich diplomacy. A piece of political theater, really.
Did it work? Did the sandwiches save the trade talks?
Well, shortly after the meeting, you got the Mar-a-Lago handshake. Trump announced the ad would come down and negotiations would resume. The termination was terminated.
Unbelievable. The sandwich strategy actually worked.
It seemed to, at least in the short term. Which brings us to the bigger picture here.
Right. What does this all mean beyond the absurdity of it all?
It's a prime example of what analysts call diplomacy as spectacle, where the performance, the drama, the personal gestures.
Like the all caps post, the secret flight, the sandwiches.
Exactly. They overshadow or even replace the actual substance of policy for a while. But we can't forget what was really at stake.
Yeah, this wasn't just political theater. There were real economic consequences hanging in the balance, right?
Huge consequences. The U.S. is Canada's biggest trading partner, by far. We're just in hundreds of billions of dollars. There were already tensions, tariffs on steel, aluminum, cars.
Things that affect real jobs, real prices. The Canadian dollar probably reacted too.
Oh yeah, uncertainty like that always rattles markets. Supply chains get nervous. It's serious stuff.
So the sandwich might have patched things up temporarily, but the underlying volatility was exposed.
And that seems to be the long-term takeaway for Canada. This whole episode, the unpredictability of it all, that a massive trade relationship could hinge on an ad and a sandwich, it forced a rethink.
A strategic shift.
A major one. Prime Minister Carney came out later and announced a really ambitious new goal for Canada.
Which was?
To double Canada's exports to countries other than the U.S. over the next 10 years. Basically diversification. A major pivot away from relying so heavily on the U.S. market.
Saying we need to do what it takes to find other partners, essentially.
Exactly. Do what it takes. That phrase captures the determination perfectly. It means being prepared to do anything necessary, overcome any obstacle to achieve your goal.
We'll do what it takes to ensure our economic future isn't so vulnerable.
Precisely. And this whole diversification strategy, it provides a kind of blueprint for Canada's economic future.
Blueprint, like the plan for building a house.
Right. Originally, a blueprint is a technical drawing, a detailed plan, but we use it metaphorically all the time to mean a strategic plan, a model for how to do something.
So Canada created a new economic blueprint, partly because of this sandwich incident.
It seems that way. The unpredictability forced them to draw up a new plan for resilience. That strategic pivot might be the most lasting legacy of this whole bizarre affair.
From an egregious tweet to a new national blueprint, What a story.
It really demonstrates how, in modern diplomacy, the absurd can sometimes drive serious long-term change. That innocuous-seeming ad led to a surreal situation, maybe cringeworthy, putting Canada in a bind, but ultimately causing a major strategic turn of events.
Fantastic summary. And a great way to learn some powerful English. Let's quickly recap those key words and phrases for everyone listening.
Okay. We had egregious meaning outstandingly bad.
Innocuous, harmless, or not offensive.
Turn of events, a significant change in a situation.
In a bind, stuck in a difficult spot.
Surreal, bizarre, or dreamlike.
Cringeworthy, causing secondhand embarrassment.
Do what it takes, showing strong determination to succeed.
And blueprint, meaning a strategic plan or model.
Excellent recap. Keep an ear out for those, you'll hear them a lot. Now here's something to think about.
Okay, leave us with a final thought.
Both Mark Carney and Donald Trump are actually scheduled to attend the APEC summit in Korea next month.
Oh, interesting timing.
So the question is, given this whole sandwich diplomacy episode, what should we expect? Will it be another round of purely personal transactional dealing? Maybe kimchi diplomacy this time?
Ha! Or will the formality of a big international summit finally push the spectacle aside for actual substantive policy discussions?
Exactly. What happens when personalized diplomacy meets the global stage again? Something to watch.
Definitely something to mull over. What do you all think? Let us know in the comments, was the sandwich move brilliant strategy or just plain embarrassing? We'd love to hear your take.
Yeah, share your thoughts.
And please don't forget to subscribe to your daily English dose. Hit that notification bell so you catch our next deep dive into world events and the English language.
Keep practicing. Keep learning.
Until next time, stay curious. Bye for now.